Good morning, how are you? Are you all good? Oh, let me just turn that off. Are you feeling fantastic? It is Workout Wellness Wednesday and it is the Mobility Challenge. Are you good? So hang on, what's the date today? Is it the 11th? I think it's the 11th. So it's day 11 of the Merry FITmas Advent Calendar Challenge, and I hope you are joining in with me. So it's mobility today. Now, just bear with me, I've got my slippers on. I just taught a really lovely Barefoot Babes class, but now I've finished, I'm a bit chilly, so I've had to put my slippers on so I don't get cold feet. Are you ready for today's mobility? Oh, this is so nice. You can do this seated, you can do it standing, you could do this at your desk, you could do it on your sofa, you could do this absolutely anywhere, and it's going to feel really, really nice. It's a really nice sort of stress releaser. If you're like a bit, it's going to help. Say you're cold, you know when we're cold we huddle in, like when we're on our phones all the time. We're always in this way, we need to open up. This is going to release through your shoulders, your back. It's going to give your posture a little boost. And if you're watching this in the afternoon, this might be a really good one to do just to energise you a little bit. You know, does anyone get that afternoon slump, mid-afternoon slump? I do. If you just stand up or sit tall and do this stretch, I promise you, you're going to instantly feel so much better. Honestly, do it with me. Give it a go wherever you are. Even if you're out shopping, just put your bags down and do it. Ready? So always zip it up so we don't push down on our pelvic floor. Then when we're ready, watch. All you do is single, double push. That is it. And then you lead with the other arm. Don't always lead with your dominant arm. Most of us always go automatic with our right if we're right-handed. But I want you to keep changing it. So the first few, you literally just do this, yeah? I've got my tummy nice and tight. I'm not arching my back, squeezing my bum a little bit. And then you take it over to the side. So you slow that bit down a little bit, yeah? And you feel that amazing stretch all down the sides of your body. Now, this is all you've got to do just for a minute. It feels fantastic. It energises you. It's going to loosen up your shoulders, your back. It's going to give you a nice little stretch down the side of your body. It's going to help your posture. You might be surprised. It might actually get your heart rate up a little bit as well. Yeah, but really nice stretch. And when I'm doing this, really try and stretch out through your fingers. I know sincerely we don't think about hand health that much, but think about really stretching out, really reach your fingers up. It'll feel good, okay? So I'm just going to do a couple more with you. So that was the basic move, standing tall. And then the next move, we just added a nice side bend and stretch. So there you have it. Boom, day 11. Don't forget, guys, there's a competition running. The most engaged challenger that does a challenge with me every single day and checks in, as well, of course, liking my page, tag friends, whatever you can do, the most engaged person will win the whole of January's fitness free. And it's a really good restart. The fitness, it'll be suitable for everyone. So if you're a beginner, don't worry about it, I've got you. Yeah? All levels catered for. Now I'm going to do the hoop and chat. You ready? So next part of the morning live is the hoop. So here we go. Get ready. Strap yourselves in. I'm going to talk a lot this morning. Right, so my zippy area is done up. I turn my hoop one way. I launch. Let me put my timer on so I don't chew your ears off for too long. There we go. Right, how you all feeling? Are you feeling Christmassy? Yeah? No? Some of you watch me normally, you know I am like Elf and my husband is like the Grinch. We are kind of polar opposites. Although saying that, have you seen the film The Grinch? We went to watch it at cinema a few years ago and I was so shocked at how lovely the film was. It made me cry. Anyway, we had it on last night. It's a lovely film. The Grinch and the Who's. It's lovely. I love it. It's so nice. But one thing, whether you're a Grinch or the Elf, most of us love dogs. I know that was a bit random, I just threw that in there. If you watch the film, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, my house is like Christmas has thrown up on it, which is super fantastic for me because I love it all. I think my husband does secretly like it. Yeah, he's like, but I think he likes it really, honestly. How could he not? How could he not? I think I'm super excited because I've just moved to my new place. You know, I'm in a new village, I'm in my new home, and literally Christmas has thrown up on it. It's great. I've had to have an extra tree because we've got like a conservatory room and obviously that was all bare, so there's an extra tree. Bought extra Christmas decorations this year. To be fair, self-employed, fully moved to a whole new place, only do them online at the moment. Probably should have saved my money than buying more Christmas stuff, but hey ho. Do you know what I mean? We've got to live our lives. So I did. I bought lots of Christmas stuff. I found this amazing place called M's Stems. That was very dangerous for me, I tell you. I spent quite a lot of money in M's Stems, but it's so lovely. And I love gonks. I talked about this the other day. I really do like gonks. I've got some gonks that stay up all year as well, but Christmas gonks are just the best. So yeah, and as you can see, I'm wearing my Christmas leggings today by Wild Legs. I still laugh to myself. I know I say this all the time. Honestly, 7 years ago, you wouldn't have got me in leggings, full stop. Now, I'm standing in Christmas leggings. Honestly, you are never too old to change. I did a blog post this week on my website, and I was saying about how much life can change and how much we think we're too old for certain things. Especially women. I think for women, we go through so many different stages in our lives, you know, and there's so much emphasis on the external, what we look like as well. You've got to remember that, you know, it's never too late to start eating more healthily, prioritising your time, exercising. It's never too late, and it's so bloody important for us girls. It's not just about how we look, although, I mean, obviously looking fit and healthy is great. Who doesn't want that? I do, but it's not. It's more than that, you know. And if you can start in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, great. But if you're starting in your 50s, 60s or 70s, great. Why not? Do you know what? We want quality and longevity of life. My fitness, you know, I cater for everybody. Don't be scared to come and train with me if you're not training. You know, don't worry about it. I've got you. All levels, honestly. One of my ladies online is in her 70s and she's had a hip replacement. I looked after her right up until she had that hip replacement, and I've looked after her since. You know, and she's doing great. And she's got more mobility now because she's doing it regularly with me. So, that was the whole point of that. It's never too late. So start now. Come and join me. Start with me today. Do that mobility exercise. Maybe get yourself a power hoop. Maybe put it on your Christmas list. Maybe come and join me for the challenge. Maybe come and join me for some paid classes. Whatever you fancy, I'm here to help you. But yeah, my blog post was just saying, like, my life has changed dramatically. You know, I've gone from being the only downside to the change actually is I've gone from being outside teaching my classes and my PT sessions, say 5 times a week, to none. And I do miss that. That's the only thing I'm missing. So I'm having to make sure I go out every day for some fresh air, some daylight, and get my steps in, because I'm not naturally doing it. So that's the only, I'd say that's the only negative at the moment about the move. Everything else is lovely. Obviously, some of my friends that I don't get to see, I was always nipping into Blue Water and catching up with a friend or having brunch or something. But I'm very, very lucky that most, not all, but most of my friends are actually with me online, and they do fitness classes with me. So I see them most days on Zoom. And it's really nice, because I've got a really nice community. So that brings me into as well, maybe you're at home, maybe you're not, but some of you might be. Maybe you're at home, maybe you're a little bit cut off. Maybe you haven't got much community, or you haven't got a particularly big friendship circle, and that may be, maybe you're looking after somebody at home, someone's poorly, or you've been ill. Whatever it is, I think what I'm trying to say is there's always a way. And when I do my online fitness, I thought it'd fizzle out. I thought it was just something that I was going to do through COVID to just survive with my business. But I've got such a lovely community. It's so nice. It's not just, you know, where you see like the celebrities and that, and they have apps, and it's dead cheap, because of course it's cheap, because they've got like hundreds of thousands of people, so you can make it dead cheap. But if you then think about how much they're earning, they are milking it in. But you are just a faceless number. You don't have any interaction. That's just how it is. When you do my classes with me, obviously it's me. Hi, I'm a person. I wish that I had hundreds of thousands of people. I don't. You get somebody who not only is running their own business, but you're not just a number. You're not just a pound sign. You are a person, and I will be your biggest cheerleader. And we have a really nice community. Now, if you're not overly keen on the whole community thing, you're a bit of a lone wolf. That's all right. You can do my classes on catch-up 24/7. But my production is not perfect, because life isn't perfect. People aren't perfect. You know, quite often the chihuahuas will be coming running in, or somebody will ring the doorbell. But I don't get flustered and I carry on. But I think that's quite a good life message, you know, because everything's not perfect, is it? And when you see all this stuff and it's perfectly done and they're perfectly done up and they've got their full makeup and they look gorgeous and they're in these gorgeous studios that are like absolutely amazing. Here I am in the front room. I am going to have a studio soon though. My husband has renovated our garage for me, so I've got a dedicated place to work out in, which is going to be lovely. I'm really excited because I really want my front room to be just a front room, by the way. But it has been fun because we're in each other's homes. So I think what I'm trying to say is there's many, many reasons why training online with me is worth trying. Right, I'm just going to stop, go the other way, because I've been going about 6 minutes. Sorry, I did warn you I might chew your ears off. Other way. So yeah, so anyway, all I'm trying to say is I do miss my face-to-face fitness. I miss my face-to-face PT. I'm not a PT in a gym. My personal training has always been done outside fitness, in the local park, go to people's gardens, sometimes go to people's homes. I'm very much a mobile PT. I don't like being in the constraints of being in a gym. I can PT in a gym, of course, but I don't like it. I like being out. I don't necessarily like the gym environment. Maybe you don't, so maybe I am a good option for you. I've also got an app. I call it my PT Hub. I've actually got an app now as well. But again, it's me. I'm in now. I'm doing the exercises and that with you. So I think what I'm trying to say is there's always a way. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to start. Come and join me. I'd love you to. And obviously I want to be able to eat and pay the mortgage, so it really helps if somebody actually join me. I'm launching my first community class in January. I've got 3 people booked in. That may not sound like a big deal to you, but I only just started advertising it and I'm really chuffed. Because when you move completely to a new area, and bear in mind I've been running my fitness classes since I was 18. So we're talking a long time, 35 years. So to move completely to a whole new community that has no idea who the hell I am, you know, you've got to build people's trust. They've got to like you. You've got to try and get out there and say, hi, come and do my class. And at the same time, I'm mindful. I don't want to step on anyone else's toes either. I know it's each to their own and that, but I'm just not like that. So, yeah, it's a scary time, but it's also exciting. So the fact I've got 3 bookings, I am like over the moon. I'm like, well, that's the hall paid for. So anything over that is a win. So I'm happy. And I'm nervous. I will get really scared. Do you get nervous? So I think it's a good thing. If you don't ever get nervous about anything, maybe you're a bit up your own arse. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds really bad. Some of you are going to think, oh, I can't believe she just said that. But it's true. Every single class that I teach, whether it's online, whether it's with all my people, I get nervous. I get that little rush of like adrenaline, like, because I care. Because I love my job. I love my people and I want them to have a really, really good experience. My first experience of exercising was absolutely awful. I bloody hated PE at school. Hated it with a passion. I was a pretty good long distance runner, but I absolutely hated it. I was really cack-handed as well. It might have something to do with it, I don't know. I couldn't cut, throw, catch, do up my shoelaces, ride a bike for a really, really long time. I just didn't have those fine motor skills at all. I was really, really dodgy. So how the fact I teach, and I'm doing this now, I don't know really. So I hated PE, absolutely hated it. Then when I left school, I went from being naturally quite skinny, well not skinny, but you know, pretty slim, to putting on a bit of weight. Just hormones and that, I suppose. I wasn't massive or anything, but I was a bit more chunky. And I started going to the gym with a friend. Didn't really know what the hell I was doing, to be honest. And then I discovered like aerobics classes. Now bear in mind, we're going back 35 years. So it was scrunch socks, matching scrunchies in the hair, cycling shorts with your thong knickers over the top and crop top, things like that. And you'd go to the class and the instructor would be out the front. She'd never move. She would only be talking to the front row, which were her crew. She'd be getting her full-on workout at the front and sod you at the back. And if you were new, you didn't dare stand in someone's place. You went and hid at the back. That was my first experience of exercise to music classes. And then I decided that I wanted to become an instructor because I wanted to be the more approachable, more, I don't really want to use the word normal because I don't think there's anything normal about me really, but I wanted to be the more approachable person that would make you feel welcomed and not make you feel uncomfortable in a class. And that's it. That's kind of how I started teaching, and I found my love for fitness Not because I was sporty, not because I'd excelled at anything at all, not because I was like the teacher's favourite in PE. In fact, my PE teacher hated me. She even told me that when I left school. But she only told me that because then she liked me, because I actually entered a dance competition. I did a dance with my friend Sharon to something called the Midas Touch. Does anyone remember that song? Midas Touch, everything you touch turns to gold. It was a nightmare. We were crap. We were absolutely crap, honestly. I was so frozen with fear that I was about as fluid in my dancing as a plank of wood. It was awful. We had red leotards on and we had gold tinsel on. Yeah, honestly, I can remember it now. It was very, very bad. It was not a good move. But she then liked me because I'd done something. She'd told me she thought I was a snidey little bitch. Good to know my instincts were right. I knew she hated me. But yeah, but then she liked me by the time I did that. So that's an interesting story for you as well. Right, I have now been hooping 6 minutes each side. Told you a lot more things than I meant to. But I guess I just want you to feel comfortable. I want you to have the confidence to make a start. Because I remember when I walked into that aerobics class, my first exercise music class, I felt really uncomfortable, really self-conscious, and very much lacking in confidence. And I will be honest, the instructor didn't help at all. Not at all. I mean, they didn't even speak to you. Never asked you if you were all right or if you enjoyed the class or before if you had any injuries or anything. Nothing. And yet that made me want to go out and do it myself and change it. So here I am 35 years later, and my mission is to try and make as many of you feel fantastic and happy and confident and fit and healthy as I can. So I do loads of free stuff, as you've heard. I've just done the hoop with you, did the mobility challenge at the beginning. There's loads of classes. If you want to know how to train with me, or you just want to start, you want to dip your toe in a little bit, let me know. Send me a DM or comment below and I will give you some options on how you can train with me. But most importantly, check in. Do this daily challenge with me. Remember, the most engaged challenger just means you check in, you tell me you've done it every day. You know, you comment, you anything, you've got a chance to win. Well, the most engaged winner will win the whole 31 days of January free. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You could join me live, interactive, you can do the catch-up classes, whatever you fancy. But I'm going to stop talking because I've chewed your ears off. Have a fantastic day. It's Wellness Wednesday. I'm teaching again today. If you fancy joining me today, I do fitness for a £5 on a Wednesday, and the class I'm teaching tonight is 5:30 till 6. It's walk fit, core and more. It's just really fun, and we're doing it all to Christmas music tonight. So if you fancy joining me for that, walk fit is a low impact walking to exercise to music class. And as you see, I haven't got loads of room in here, so you don't need loads of room. And as long if you can walk, you can do walk fit. It's low impact, it's really good fun. You can't help but not smile when you do walk fit. So if you fancy knowing more about that, let me know as well. And you can join me for a £5. I'll send you a booking link. Have the best day ever. That was a Power Hoop Deluxe. If you want a 10% off discount code, just say Power Hoop and I'll send you that. Other than that, I'll see you all soon. Bye guys, have the best day.